Hey, I am so glad you joined me for another healthy hangout. Today we are talking about heart health. So with heart health, a lot of times we do not take into account that our heart, sometimes we take for granted the rhythmic beating of this essential organ in our body. So let's talk a little bit about what the heart is, how it works. Then we're going to talk about how different things in our life can affect our heart and our heart health. Then we're going to talk about Young Living products. So I'm going to be reading from a script that I have. So if you're interested in more information, just message me or contact me and I can get this to you, okay? So without the beating of our heart and the rhythmic of it, it's impossible to live beyond seconds, right? So think of the heart as the engine that keeps the body running and the immune system that filters everything we've eaten, we've touched, we've smelled. So without the protection of the heart and the blood, which God calls the life of the flesh in Leviticus 17:11, we would cease to exist. The name circulatory system and cardiovascular system are often, paired. A lot of times people, when you say circulation, people think, oh, the heart. And so when you talk about the heart, they think, oh, circulation. So they pair together. The circulatory system is known as the organ system that moves nutrients, gases, and waste from cells to cells. It also helps fight diseases, helps stabilize the body's temperature and the pH maintain of the homeostasis. This system may be seen strictly as the blood distribution network, but some consider the circulatory system as composed of two systems together, the cardiovascular system, which distributes blood, and the lymphatic system, which distributes lymph fluid. So the cardiovascular system is comprised of the heart, blood vessels, and blood. Humans have closed cardiovascular system, meaning the blood never leaves the network of the vessels. Comprised of arteries, veins, and capillaries, unless by injury or the cutting of one's vessels, when you have an accident and cut yourself open or something like that. The lymphatic system, on the other hand, is made up of the lymph fluid, the lymph nodes, the lymph vessels. It is an open system. So several types of blood vessels make up the circulatory system of the blood. The system is lengthy and complex nature of arteries, veins, and capillaries, which are elastic to allow the constant pressure of blood flow through them. They carry blood from the heart to the rest of the body, beginning at the heart as a large artery, and the vessels decrease in size, and then they go all the way to the capillaries, and they reach the organs, the fingers and toes, everywhere, okay? Blood is returned to the heart through the venules and veins, and some of the veins and capillaries can be seen through your skin layers, such as your ankles and wrists. We can see our veins, and we can see that, right? So that's kind of a little bit of how your heart works. The heart is a muscular organ. It's responsible for pumping the blood through the body, and a human heart can typically does about 72 beats per minute. The heart usually is situated in the middle of the chest, slightly to the left of the breastbone. So if you ever checked your pulse, maybe you can just sit still, check your pulse. You just look at your watch in about 30 seconds. Just check, or even 10 or 15. Just feel how many times that your heart is beating. Then do something very active, run, things like that. I'm in a water aerobics class, and what we're doing is she has us to check our pulse, and then we do a whole bunch of things for a minute or two, and then we check it again, and we make sure that we're going up, that we're increasing that, because 30 minutes of increased brisk exercise, maybe you're walking, maybe you're doing something a day, helps prevent your body from having heart disease, heart attacks, and all of that different diseases. So keep that in mind. 30 minutes of just raising your heartbeat up for 30 minutes a day. You can do that in 10-minute stretches. Maybe you say, oh, it's raining, or I don't have a good place to walk. Do you have a path in your house that you can walk, and you can walk faster and faster and faster? You have stairs that you can go up and down. things like that. Just get your heart up a little bit, and that's going to help. So something that that a lot of times we don't consider is food. So what are good food and bad food for our heart? So bad foods, you're going to talk sugar, fried food, hydrogenated oils, and partially hydrogenated oils. What are hydrogenated oils and partially hydrogenated oils? Trans fats. So when you see something that says no trans fats, then they've taken that out of there. What is hydrogenated oil? It's whenever they take the oil and it is, it's almost like it's just doubled up to where it's just going to clog your arteries. It's going to clog your cells in your whole entire body. You do not want it in your body. Those are chemicals that even the fried food, a lot of times the oil from that and stuff is clogging the parts of your body of your heart that cause it to work right. You want to give life to your body. So what are good foods? Almonds, apples, asparagus, beets, black beans, blueberries, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, coconut oil, fish oils, flaxseed, garlic, cayenne pepper, kidney beans, Ningxia wolfberries, oats, oranges, red bell peppers, spinach, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, turnips, walnuts, and whole grains. So those are good things that you want to put in your body. Those are things that are living. Those are things that that will give you life. You are a living being. God created you for a plan and a purpose. So when you put things in your body that are not living, then then your life is not going to be full. He designed your body to give life to it, to give life. So put living things in your life. That's why he put Adam and Eve in a garden, because it's giving them life. So let's talk a little bit about how emotions can affect our heart. So with emotions, negative emotions that affect our heart, and you may be having heart problems, or I was having rhythmic problems. My heart was like skipping around and I couldn't figure out why. And so I finally realized the reason it was due to an emotional problem that I was having. And so here are some negative emotions that can affect your heart. Lack of joy, or lack of joy, grieving, and sorrow. And of course, that's obvious, right? Because think about if you're grieving or if you're sorrowful, our heart is broken. You know, have you ever heard that? Oh, bless her heart. Oh, her heart. Oh, I bet her heart is broken. I'm so sad. Things like that. That's referring about the heart. So what's the positive emotion that could be with that? Gratitude, joy, love, peace, serenity, forgiveness. So whenever you allow your body to heal naturally, a lot of times it's just emotions. It's just situations that have come in our path that we've had to confront and we have to deal with as emotions, because emotions a lot of times can be the root of a lot of our health problems. So what are some affirmations that you can do as you apply your oils, as you apply your frankincense, as you apply your aroma life over your heart, as you apply your lavender over your heart? You can say, I enjoy life. I love others. I love myself. I forgive others. And you can apply this as you're doing it and pray a prayer of forgiveness. You can pray a prayer of forgiving yourself. So many times our joy and our lack of joy is from us. Like we put thoughts into our own head and then we just run with it. So I just mentioned some oils that are going to help. So in the starter kit, 2 oils that I love are frankincense vitality and lavender. So if you drink your Ningxia Red every day, add a drop of frankincense vitality, you'll be amazed. Okay? So I'll get into Ningxia Red in just a second. But the frankincense vitality, why is it helpful? So the frankincense vitality is it's helpful to support the immune system, but at the same time, very relaxing, think about this. Whenever you are when you're sitting in a solitary place and you just want to relax and just chill out, you know, frankincense is a great one to have. I love to apply frankincense whenever I keep this in here in my office, whenever I have my daily Bible reading or whenever I have prayer time and things like that. It's very relaxing. But when you take it internally, it's very helpful for your immune system and for your cardiovascular system. So let's talk a little bit more about Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is something that it's a powerhouse of whole wolfberries that have been pureed, and then a ton of citrus oils. It has the antioxidants in these essential oils are lemon, orange, yuzu, tangerine, and they're great tasting. I love them. So yuzu, what is yuzu? It's kind of like the Asian orange that we have, and so it's real tangy. But it also has plum, aronia, cherry, blueberry, pomegranate juices, and extracts. So why is this so helpful for your overall body, but also your heart? Because it's full of antioxidants, and antioxidants help your cardiovascular system, their circulatory system, helps everything work properly the way that it should. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. So with that, and a lot of people say Ningxia Red, that's such a funny name, Ningxia Red. And some people call it Ninja. You can call it whatever you wish, the red drink. And so Ningxias actually come from a province in China where the primary ingredient is grown, Ningxia wolfberry. It's predominant food of the people of that region, the Ningxia region, and who live to be over 100 years old. They contribute their health and longevity to the particular wolfberry, which is packed full of dense nutrition and contains 4 times the nutrients in wolfberries in neighboring provinces. So very high in antioxidants, which means it's going to help support our body's natural defense against aging. Dr. Richard Cutler, a National Institute of Health, says the amount of antioxidants that you maintain in your body directly proportional to how you live. So the more antioxidants that you have, the healthier that you're going to live and the longer that you're going to live. In addition, antioxidants have been evaluated for both primary and secondary support of the cardiovascular system. There are actually 17 species of wolfberry, and only the Ningxia wolfberry has complete phytonutrient profile. It's higher in vitamin C than oranges because of the beta carotene, then the carrots, or the higher in calcium than the cauliflower. Calcium is responsible for functions in the body, like regulating normal blood pressure. There is a solid evidence that indicates calcium is necessary for proper health. So Ningxia is also high in vitamin E and protein. Ningxia wolfberries are a good source of amino acids and 21 trace minerals, which are important for all of the body systems to properly function. Ningxia wolfberries also have 6 essential fatty acids that are important because our body cannot make essential fatty acids. They must come from our diet. And good, a lot of times people talk about good fat and bad fat. I was talking to my boys today at lunch, and we were talking about good fat and bad fat and trans fat and hydrogenated oils and things like that. And good fat, your body needs good fat. So a lot of times we get stuck in the low fat because we see the fat, F-A-T, and we're like, I don't want to be fat, you know. So our whole environment went to low fat because of that fat word. And guess what it did? It starved all of our brains and all of our heart. And that's why there's so many different brain and heart problems now. And it's because we took away the good fat like avocados and nuts and, you know, coconut oil and the good oils. And we replaced it with a bunch of junk and filtered stuff. So back to Ningxia and all the vitamin B's that it has, B1, B2, B6, and more, the dense nutrition. And let's face it, most people are not getting what they need from their food. So this contains high quality juices and purees, that including the blueberry, the pomegranate, plum, and cherry. Amazingly, these juices included, it still supports healthy blood sugar levels and offer a low glycemic index. This is because its puree contains the fruit fiber. Ningxia contains a patent grapeseed extract that contains polyphenol compounds that may help support the healthier cardiovascular system. Another thing is that sets Ningxia apart from anything else is it's infused with essential oils. So this aids the body's ability to absorb and assimilate all of those nutrients that are offering whole body support, including our emotional well-being. So whenever we talked about Ningxia and we talk about antioxidants, we also, there are some other different supplements that you can take, okay? So a lot of times I want to refer back to the Now What book and the 4-month plan. So if you're on page 8 and 9, it talks about the cardiovascular system and it shows you a 4-month plan. So this is where you can write in, okay, I need to order my Ningxia. I need to order this. It's a great place to keep track of what you want to order. It also gives great suggestions here too. So if I'm going too fast, you may, circle things that I talk about, or you may even look at it and go, oh, I didn't hear her mention this. Let me do some research on it myself. Because we want to empower you to be your own health detective. A lot of times we go to the doctor and we want to slap a Band-Aid on it because we don't know what's wrong with it. The doctor doesn't know what's wrong with it either. Our emotions may be the cause of it. So you have to know your body. Even with me, my rhythmic was messed up. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what it was. So I started doing things that help support my heart. And whenever I did that, I saw a complete turnaround. But I also realized it was emotions I needed to deal with. So let's talk about some other things. So MindWise comes in these great packets now. I love the MindWise packets. It also comes in a glass bottle that you can keep in the refrigerator. I like the MindWise packets because they're easy to travel with. And we just tear this open and we actually take and we split it up 4 ways in the mornings. So let me tell you about MindWise. So MindWise has GPC, which is a natural physiological precursor to a neurotransmitter. Hang on a second. Yes, it's a natural physiological precursor to a neurotransmitter that's involved in memory and other cognitive functions. It's known to cross the blood-brain barrier. Clinical studies have demonstrated it with support of the cognitive function and mental acuity. MindWise contains medium-chain triglycerides, MCT, oil from the coconut oil, and generous amounts of vitamin D3. Both promote cardiovascular health. CoQ10 is found in every cell of the body and is necessary for the basic functioning of the cells and has been studied to support a healthy brain function. CoQ10, there I said it right that time, supplement has been documented to show sustained cholesterol levels and circulatory function and normal overall heart and cardiovascular health. So another supplement that we have that has CoQ10 in it besides MindWise, Omega Gize. Omega Gize also has CoQ10 in it. It has vitamin D3 and fatty acids. Omega Gize 3, which is infused with DHA-rich fish oil and essential oils, which works synergistically to support normal brain and heart, eye, and joint health. Do you see how tiny this is? Little bitty. It's a fish oil. A lot of times in the past, before I used Young Living, I was taking fish oil. And let me tell you, it smelled fishy, rancid. A lot of times it can go rancid, and you don't want to take that, okay? So the difference with this is very pure fish oil, okay? So the difference is also it has essential oils in there. So it's actually helping whenever your body absorbs it, that it's going to take it in even better. So a brand new product that we've got out that I don't even have yet is Cardio Gize. It's an herbal supplement infused with essential oils that has synergistic ratio of CoQ10 and selenium, also vitamin K, garlic, and more. Cardio Gize supports the entire cardiovascular system, including proper blood circulation. So there's thousands of research articles published in the health benefits that garlic alone is helpful. And it's been documented that garlic supports the body's natural response to artery plaque formation and blood stickiness to help maintain healthy blood pressure levels, triglycerides, and blood glucose levels. So how many of you cook with garlic? Do you add it to your meals? You can do some, minced garlic. You can grab a mincer and just add it to it. It's great flavor too. Plus it helps you sleep too. So studies have shown by combining CoQ10 and selenium and the proper ratio helps to protect our heart from oxidative stress, reducing cardiac incidence, and other studies have revealed that vitamin K is directly correlated to heart health. And while eating your green leafy vegetables, it's also a good start. Supplementation may be beneficial for promoting heart, brain, and muscular activity. So that's another thing I want to tell you. Multigreens. Multigreens is a great supplement. Let me get my notes on this side. Multigreens is one that we take every single day. We absolutely love it because it's loaded with all of the things that our body needs to help with our greens. It's got so many, and plus it has Melissa essential oil in it. And if you haven't read about Melissa essential oil, you need to. So multigreens is a great supplement to take for your whole family. If your kids can swallow it, then I suggest having them start out and taking them, just follow the instructions, but it's just about this big in a capsule. Now, if your kids cannot swallow and they're not taking a multivitamin, I suggest even cutting this open and pouring it in a smoothie and making it to where they can swallow it via the smoothie. You can add this to some berries. You can add it to some milk, and they'll never know that it's in there, okay? So very helpful whenever you are taking multigreens daily in your life. This actually has bee pollen in it, and what I love about this supplement is the bee pollen actually goes into your body, and all the junk and the toxins and stuff that are in your body, it will stick to it, and then your body rids itself of it. So that's what I love about multigreens. That's why I get multigreens in my kids every single day. So, so crucial to our health. So another few things I want to talk about. So pull these around here. Mineral essence. Mineral essence is phenomenal. Most of the time we are not getting all of the minerals in our body that we should. And it's due to the lack of our diet. A lot of times our standard American diet is SAD, standard American diet, SAD. So whenever you're taking minerals that your body does need, you'll see a huge benefit in your heart health, brain health, but also your emotions. Because once you get that and you target that, that is really going to help tremendously. So another one is Mega Cow, and they've changed the labeling. It looks more like this one now. But Mega Cow is phenomenal. Tons and tons of magnesium that your body needs. It's got vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, zinc, and manganese. And it's got like a lemon flavor. So you can actually add this to just plain water. You can add it to orange juice. You can add it with some Ningxia. And you can also just drink it with just water. You can add it to a smoothie. Get this in your body. The magnesium is wonderful for your heart. Pair it with some alkaline. And alkaline comes in these great travel packets or a bottle of alkaline powder, and you can just pour it in. I love to drink alkaline before I go to bed. It is so relaxing. It's my bubbly, fizzy drink that I have. And I even add a drop of Orange Vitality, and just kind of makes it a little sweeter. But at the same time, the alkaline is going to help the pH in your body. And when the pH in your body is balanced, then you're going to see phenomenal health and very, very helpful. All right. And then last for the supplements is AminoWise. Now, when we were at corporate a few years ago, they were talking about how amazing AminoWise. So when AminoWise came out, they talked about how it's great for athletes, because athletes, a lot of times, they that whenever they're sweating and they're burning all the amino acids out of their body. So AminoWise was great for them to drink during and after and before their workout, whatever their choice is. Well, guess what? when we went to corporate, he said, you know, when we brought it out, a lot of people were focused on it's good for athletes, but he said the L-citrulline, which is in amino-wise, L-citrulline is phenomenal for circulation, the L-citrulline. So helping circulation, helping your cardiovascular system, this is a drink that everyone should drink every single day. We love it in our house. We drink a half a scoop every single morning. We start the morning off with it because it does help pep you up. And so we start our days off with it. And since doing that, I can tell a difference in my kids, their activity and their stamina and their brain health. It's huge. And so as a mom, that's so important for them because that way I know that they're benefiting the best. So some other oils that the 4-month wellness plan tells you about. Lang Lang is great. Also cinnamon bark vitality. Drop that in your Ningxia Red. Very helpful for circulation. Super B. Super B. Everyone needs Super B. Okay. Vitamin Bs do come in Ningxia, but oh my goodness, you need to take a Super B and you'll see amazing benefits. So also, where do you apply your essential oils for your heart and how do you apply them? So let's talk about that. With application of your essential oils, there's a VitaFlex foot chart. And so right in here, right over here is where you're going to apply your, you're going to look at a VitaFlex foot chart and you're going to apply that for your heart. But you can also just apply it right in there, also down your arm. So think about that. Where's the heart at? And then down your, the right arm. So it's down your right arm. You can do that. And that way you can get the optimal use for your essential oils. Aroma Life, lavender or two that we like to apply over our heart in our home and before bed or first thing upon rising, or maybe we're in stressful situations. It's helpful to calm you down and kind of control things. The best time to apply it is between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. This is just a great book that I've got that kind of gives a little bit more into applying and using your oils and getting the best benefit out of it. So between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. So get it in there about lunchtime, you know, get it on your heart, and then do some affirmations, you know, I enjoy life. I am finding joy in everything I do in life, things like that. And those are very, very helpful. So there you go. Quick little healthy hangout on your heart health and how you can benefit from using Young Living supplements each day and using your essential oils properly to help increase a healthier cardiovascular system. Thanks so much. Join me next time. I'll see you right here at the Healthy Hangout.